This podcast is spiritual on purpose. Every week I highlight one practical idea or perspective to support us living and creating on purpose. I'm Joanna, a clinical hypnotherapist, artist, and a certified coach, and I'm happy to be your host. Welcome back. Episode number 14. How do you know that you live your purpose or that you don't? Hi, it's Joanna here, and in this episode I want to talk about the big subject of life's purpose. And I wanted to share with you 7 different ways of looking at your life's purpose, at yourself specifically, to see where you are in relation to your life's purpose. You might be in 2 of those categories. Either you are at a job that is unfulfilling, in life situation that is unfulfilling, you crave to live your life's purpose and you feel that it might be light years away from you. Or you might be already doing what you dreamt of doing, you are immersed in it, but you are still pushing yourself super hard, hoping that at some point in the future you will feel truly fulfilled. And I'm secretly hoping that what you will get out of this episode is a sense that living your life's purpose is closer than you think. Actually, that you might be even living it right now. How would I measure if I live my purpose or not? A side note, don't make it necessarily about your job, about your work. I know that most of us spend most of our time at work, but your life's purpose can also have something to do with your relationships, with your personal development, with your spiritual growth. This is the first lens, the feelings. The reason why we want to seek our life's purpose is because we want to feel better and we all want to feel happier. So we associate living on purpose with feeling happier, more fulfilled, purposeful, elevated, excited, accomplished, at peace, and energized. I think that when we have that anxiety, that midnight anxiety, that 1 a.m. anxiety, it's because this feeling descends upon us to let us know that something is wrong. This feeling pushes us to do something, to be true to ourselves. So I think that we are even regaining inner peace by living on purpose. And maybe you can even notice that when you are meditating, when you are in silence. In silence, the truth comes closer to you. You cannot pretend that you don't see it. The truth is there, staring in your face. Maybe that's truth by small t. This is simply the truth of your emotions. Or maybe your soul is directing you somewhere and it wakes you up with that fear or anxiety or even panic attack. So the closer you move to living your life's purpose, the more inner peace you are going to feel. I want to mention something because it doesn't mean that you are going to eliminate anxiety completely from your life. No matter what you do, no matter what kind of job or relationship you are in, that anxiety can always show up, but it's going to be different kind of anxiety. For example, if you want to make art, you want to create beautiful things, that anxiety, that midnight anxiety can push you to do something about it. And then there is a different kind of anxiety when you are standing in front of a blank canvas and you wonder, can I pour my vision into this blank canvas? Am I able to do this? So there is this anxiety of wondering, hey, can I really make this vision tangible? Now, I mentioned earlier that feeling of wasted time, wasted life. And if you are at a place where you spend time in a relationship or at a job or at a place where you feel like you are wasting your life or your inner resources. That sense is showing you, redirecting you to another place, another relationship. And what will be the opposite of wasted time and wasted life? How about being in the flow, in the energy of life? There is a state of timelessness. That timelessness is that state of flow when you are doing something or being with somebody that feels like, yes, this is aligned with your purpose. The next lens through which we can look at our life and life's purpose is the values. And let's use job as an example. When you are at a job, when you have to compromise your inner values, it will be a torture. For example, when you have to fire people when you would rather hire them, when you are working in a design studio where the aesthetic values completely don't match your aesthetic values, you will feel misaligned and off purpose. There is simply no flow, there is no harmony created in this case. Even in relationships, you may be feeling off purpose when your values are dramatically different. And now we take off the lenses of values and we put on the lenses, the glasses of energy. How do you feel on a daily basis, on a regular basis? It can, of course, fluctuate throughout the day, but how do you feel energetically when you are about to meet somebody, when you are about to spend time with somebody, when you are about to go to work or do something that takes majority of your day? You know, those daily tasks, whether it's something that you do for yourself or for other people, something that you need to take care of. How is your energy? And I'm talking about the mental energy, the spiritual energy, the physical energy, because of course it's all connected. Do you spend most of your days on activities that drain you? When you feel that you have to energize yourself, maybe you need to eat some sugar or some carbs in order to energize yourself to do this. Or maybe you walk 2 inches above the ground because you feel so energized. There is something that is carrying you through the day. This is the state of flow I mentioned earlier. You don't have to eat, you don't have to do anything else except being immersed in the work that you do or being with the person that energizes you so much. When you spend too much time on activities that drain you, you are basically taking away from your body, taking away from your cells the reason to live. And when you are focusing on the activities that energize you in the mental, spiritual, and physical way, you are giving your body more reasons to live. That's why when sometimes you don't listen to your emotions and you keep pushing, your body will start to giving you signals in a form of physical pain or a disease. You didn't listen to your emotions? Now, let me give you this disease, or let me create that accident so you finally listen through the messages from your body. I have a great book for that, which is Your Body Speaks Your Mind by Deb Shapiro. What are the messages? If you don't hear the messages in your mind and you have physical problems, this book is an excellent source. This is something that helps me to connect the dots, so I hope it will do the same for you. Once again, it's Deb Shapiro, Your Body Speaks Your Mind. So as you plan ahead, think in terms of energy. Where do you want to invest your energy? How are you going to renew your energy? And you will feel that you are investing your energy instead of wasting your energy. You will know that there is purpose in you spending your energy on something or with somebody. What are the places, situations, activities, and people when you feel that your energy is being renewed? This is a reminder that life's purpose is not only about work, it's also about enjoyment of life. I said in the beginning that I really want us to bring the sense of fulfillment from living our life's purpose closer to us. So now let's take off the glasses, the lenses of energy, and let's put on the glasses of the distance. And let's contrast that peak state, that high achievement, with moving towards it. You are not going to live your life's purpose in that peak state when you are already on top, when you achieved what you wanted to achieve. You are living your purpose as you are moving towards it, when you are on the way. I would encourage you to look at what you do daily in your life as connection with your purpose. That when you are doing this small thing today, something that feels like something small today, that you actually admitted to yourself that this is living your purpose. And don't forget that this is not about the job, this is also about enjoyment. And I am not exaggerating right now when I'm contrasting that peak state with the small things that we can do daily when we are moving forward. Because recently I coached a couple of people who clearly felt the pressure of moving somewhere to that distant place, that distant moment in the future. And I'm looking on them from the outside and they are already there. People think that it will take many years and dramatic life changes to feel like they live true to themselves. But it's not true. If you already know what lights you up, what would make you feel more alive, what you would love to do and who would love to be, start taking small steps towards it today. Someone asked in one of my classes long time ago, okay, but if you have full-time job and you really cannot quit, then how do you do this? How do you do what you love? Well, do you have 30 minutes a day to put into that activity that lights you up? I remember that long time ago when I was working, I traveled 2 hours one way to my job and 2 hours back. I still found 1 hour that night to do my drawings. No, I didn't have other responsibilities, that's true, but I was able to create the drawings that were coming from my inspiration. And that hour energized me to go again to work that was draining. I was in one of those situations when the architect had different aesthetic values. I had different aesthetic values, so there was this conflict. It didn't feel good, but I was able to fulfill my aesthetic needs at night drawing. And the last lens through which we can see our life's purpose is learning the lessons. So let's say that your life's purpose is something external. As you are working on it, there are some lessons to be learned. This is what the spiritual and the personal development is all about. It's not just about gaining the skills needed to do your purposeful job. It's also about what is going on underneath the surface in your emotions, in your dynamics with other people, in your relationship with yourself, other people, and the divine. Learning the lessons also includes developing yourself, developing your inner power, developing your voice. Each of us comes with shadows And if you ever look at the human design, it's clear that we all have that. And sometimes the shadow is very dominant in our lives and it's very visible, it's very big. This is when we suffer, this is when we feel negative emotions or we cause a lot of negative emotions. Learning the lessons also means that we are moving from shadow frequency to the gift frequency. We are moving from shadow to light. Which of these lenses do you like most? If there was one of them you would want to remember, would it be the feeling you have most of the time? Would it be how close you are to your values? Would it be your physical and spiritual energy? Would it be that connection to that purposeful action every single day? Or would it be the lens through which you learn the lessons? It's not only about doing, it is also about being. Are you being on purpose? Let me know what you think about it. Did it help you move that sense of fulfillment closer to your heart today? And if you ever want to work with someone on you, having somebody exclusively focused on you in a confidential container, please go to positivelyrebellious.com and schedule a free consultation with me, and we will see if we can create some magic together.